Hello and welcome everyone, this is Botany and Board. I am Bailey, and today we are hitting up another tier ranking video on the booktube side of the tubes, which is a weird thing to say, but I said it. So we are going to be looking at thrillers this time. I will also have one going up, or has already been up, of romance. So we're looking at the books I've read so far in 2024, and I'm going to be ranking them into the following tiers. This book, which is amazing, as it would state. Like, I just don't even have words. It's just like this book. That's what it exudes. A really good time. I had a really good time, but it just wasn't something, it was lacking that something to be like, yes. And then it needed something for me to enjoy it. It was just okay kind of thing. And then honestly, I can't remember that much. That is the last one. So we will go ahead and get in. And these are ish, I think, in the order that I have read them. So first up, I read In a Dark, Dark Wood, and that thing goes in by my lady Ruth Ware. I love Ruth Ware's writing. 5 stars. I've had this book for a long time and I never read it, and I finally did, and I'm so glad that I did. I read it on vacation, and I also read this one on vacation, Woman in Cabin 10. Loved it. Love. I would say, picking out of these two, I think I like The Woman in Cabin 10 maybe a little bit better than In a Dark, Dark Wood, but it's close. It's probably, if you ask me a different day, it might go back and forth. Next up, we have The Teacher. So I really enjoyed this one. So it's going to go into a really good time. I liked the relationship aspects that were there, and kind of like the romance-ish stuff that was in there. So if you, for fellow romance readers as well, I would say The Teacher is a good one I'd recommend from Frida. And next up we have Local Woman Missing. So I listened to this one on audio, and I found myself just getting like losing the plot. So I'm just going to put it needs something, and it could have been a me thing, to be honest. A lot of people rate this highly, but for me, I was like, I couldn't keep up with what all was going on. We have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I really enjoyed this one. This one has a really good audiobook, so it's going to go in a really good time. The audiobook's really good. It does kind of like the podcasting. You can like hear her, like they do it in a way where you can like hear the recording, like she's like talking to a dispatcher kind of thing. So I think it added to like the thematicness of the read. So I really like that. It also has a Netflix series, which I've tried to watch the first episode, but it wasn't quite sucking me in like the book did, or the audiobook. Next up we have Ward D. And I think this one, I only rated it 3 stars, so I'm going to put it down in the needs something. But I feel like I liked it. But then I only rated it 3 stars. So there must have been something that made it be that, and not like 3.5 or anything. So we'll put it on the need something. The Quiet Tenant. I honestly don't remember what all happened in this book. This was also a culprit of an audiobook while I was working. So I think that I was coming in and out of focus. Bad Summer People. This thing needed something, and what that something was characters that I actually liked. So I can say that because these are not real people, but I did not enjoy these people. They were bad people, and I did not like them. I didn't identify or like feel like I liked any of the characters, so I was kind of like, I don't really care what happens to you. Darling Girl. So this is one I would say a really good time. I didn't really necessarily like the foster, parent aspects that much, but I did like some of the other just kind of like character development and the twist and whatnot. So, I'll put a really good time on that one. We have Never Lie by Frida McFadden, and this is maybe my favorite Frida McFadden book, I'd say. So I'm going to put that in this book. The Inmate. So I read that one right after, and it will also go in this book. I was very fascinated by this one. I read both of these while listening. Oh, and this actually. I listened to all 3 of these while I was doing a 1,500 piece puzzle. And so I was very focused on my puzzle, but also on the audiobook. So it worked really well, where I had a really good time. This one, though, is not going to be this book. It is going to be a really good time. It could be in the need something, because I'm like, I don't know that I'll put it on the same tier as, do I? Because I do like domestic stuff, like domestic thrillers. Again, it's the relationship stuff. So since I like romance novels, I usually gravitate towards things that give me like some of those aspects in the thriller book. Okay, we're going to put it in a really good time. I'll see. I could move it later. We have You Can Trust Me by Wendy Hurd. I never read anything by her before, but this is a really good time. I enjoyed that. The Club. I don't remember very much about this one. I think this one might have suffered from the similar thing as Bad Summer People, honestly, where I just didn't really like the people, and I think I just stopped caring about what I was listening to. But I finished it. So I should probably just get over and just DNF some things. One by One. I didn't really like this one either. And I'm just going to put it in I don't remember that much, because I really don't remember, like, I mean, I remember the twist of, like, who it was and everything, but, okay, I'll put it in need something. I can remember it. I just, not happy. Okay, One Perfect Couple by Ruth Ware. So again, I love me some Ruth Ware. This one is going to go in a really good time, because I think I was wanting, my problem was with this one is that I actually wanted it to have a little more of the couple game show portion, and instead it's more of like a survival on an island kind of quickly turns into that. So I think I just really wanted more of like some relationship stuff perhaps. And maybe I didn't also like love like any particular character either. And usually like for my like 5 stars, I have to like really like identify with the main character, or like maybe not identify them, but like root for them, like them. Okay. Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. So I've also been working my way through Riley Sager's backlist. I have all of his books. So we're going to put Lock Every Door in a really good time. I like the misdirection and twists. Middle of the Night. So similarly, I'm going to put this one in a really good time. It just read a little bit slow, but I had enjoyed my time. I also really like the green font. Something about that is, I really like that. Kind of reminds me of like Goosebumps by R.L. Stine. Okay, and I think we only have, is that the last one? Actually, that might have been the last one. Okay, because yes, I'm currently reading We Were Never Here, so I have about 3 hours left on that one. So right now I'm thinking it's going to end up in the really good time, so I'll go ahead and put it there. But again, I haven't got to the like main twist, but it is like it's giving me some good things. Like I like what's happening, where I was like, okay, so this is what's happening, and then I was like, oh, okay, maybe not. So I really like that. So we'll go ahead and put that there. So there you have it. Those are all my thrillers I have read so far in 2024. Let me know down below if you like this kind of style of video. What do you think of my selections? Have you read any of these? Do you want to read any of these? I know I didn't give a whole big synopsis of what they are or anything, but you can at least see like, oh, I've heard of that and she thought it was really good. Like, do you want to pick up any of my books? So with that, thank you guys oh so much for hanging out, and I will see you next time.